Well, hello. Hello and welcome to another episode Prairie Mini Project. My name's Roy, and I'll be your presenter tonight. Either that or I'm just gonna escape. Hello. Welcome to another episode of the actual Prairie Mini Project. That is little Roy. Yeah, he's one of our hospital cases. Well, I've nicknamed it wimpy calf syndrome. They're born and they just don't quite have the lead in their pencil to get feeding and get their strength up and get everything all together. So yeah, we have to bring them in, bottle feed them, give them some medication, sort of give them a boost. So yeah, he's currently living within the old garage here, well, new garage. So yeah, he's all curled up. He said he's bottled for the night. He's just waiting for me to stop making noise and switch the light off. Yeah, he's conking out. Anyway, so yeah, we've got some stuff done. Not a lot. I know, blah, 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 didn't get stuff done again. Calving season has been on the go for 6 weeks now. Most nights I run till about 2:30 in the morning. I'm usually back up by 9:30. So, 17-hour days for 6 weeks. Plus, you have to go feed, bed, tag, castrate calves. There's a good one. And then everything else. So, yeah, try and find time to get stuck into the projects, like really take on part of it and see it through and get it done. Not so easy, but I come when I can, get done what I can. So enough of the excuses. Show you what I've been up to. Car, not much, but I'll show you. Steps gone. Yeah. Step backwards. No, that step wasn't. It was tack welded in, and then when I did this one, and this one is all straight. So then when I started doing the datums, because I need to attach these steps, do some triangulation before I can cut that out to remove this from the spit, turn the car up, hang it from the ceiling, and then bring the car over here and then sit it down. That step is all wonky, so now is the time to fix it. So yeah, took it off. It's going back on. The step was fine, it was just the angle. So cleaning up the strengthener piece in there, because they really are prone to rotting. So I'll put the inner, this piece here, because I need it this big to attach to the car that way. So I'll put that over there and then put the step back on, and then it all should be back in line and straight. So that is the next part. I had plans to do that, but I got sidetracked. I kept tripping over my my investment, the Beadroller, and plus, if you happen to have an old treadmill, instead of just taking it to the dump or recycling center, hopefully the recycling center, instead of doing that, strip it. There's lots of really cool parts. The frame's metal, so there's some tubes and stuff that you can use for parts of your projects. Depends what kind you have, I suppose. Anyway, but the motor, big thing, because you can't just use any old motor for a Beadroller. It has to be a certain type. Dave Jaguar 66, hi Dave, he did a really cool one, and it's off a kid's ride-on Jeep car thing. Land Rover. I think it was a Land Rover, wasn't it, Dave? Yeah. Anyway, so he used the pedal out of the Land Rover kids toy thing. So just use the whole system, and that way he can govern the speed of the rollers, whatever, the dies or crimpers, whatever he's using. So I didn't have one of those. So what I did was I took the stuff from the treadmill. So I mounted another piece of this square tube in here just to get it down far enough to get the flywheel under here, because I don't want it to stick out too far. Anyway, so it's mounted there. So then what'll happen is there'll be a belt come off over to here, and there'll be a frame coming out here to do the tensioning. So there'll be a big wheel here, pulley, and then on that jack shaft there'll be a small pulley beside it, and then there'll be a belt from there going up to a big wheel here. So what that does is it gets you to spin this motor faster, which creates momentum, especially with this flywheel, which is pretty cool. So what that does is it increases your torque. It's a torque multiplier system, gearbox type, and that gives you more power up here, especially when you're doing like heavier gauge stuff or more intricate bends, like with these dies where it's like a right angle pinch. So then, because it's too dark here, it's this switch here. It's a rotation switch, which doesn't do me a lot of good for what I need. So what I'm looking for is, I'm looking for like a TIG welder pedal, because it can handle the amperage, which is also handy because then it frees up your hands to do the metal work up here and have the pedal down here and do all that good stuff. So if anybody knows of pedals somewhere else, other ideas and stuff, put it down below. Give me all your ideas and all your knowledge, and give me any handy tips, because I've never done it before. Watched videos, but I've never done it before, so any handy tips will be welcome. So yeah, deal of the week, here we go. This little Cyclops light, watch this. Boom. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, so it's on a magnet and it pivots. $8 Canadian Tire. For all those Canadians, all 3 of you that watch my show, $8. Go get a bunch. They're awesome. LEDs, so the batteries last forever. So yeah, awesome deal. Another part is there was a lot of talk about panels, buying the cheaper panels versus the Heritage premium panels. If you're having your car done at a shop, buy the Heritage, because in a shop it's shop hours that will kill you, not the materials so much. So have your guy using Heritage panels, he'll get it done faster, you'll get the car back faster. You'll save money in the long run. But if you're doing it yourself and you're capable, save your money, buy these panels. They're decent. Like Sean C, he's had good luck with them, especially the big stuff like the floor pans. But I bought all aftermarket, no Heritage. This one, I can't find fault with it. This one, as you can see, it's got a dinkle in it. That might have been done in postage, because let's face it, it did travel like 5,000 miles, and that's a long way, even to swim. So another big deal is the covering. Like it's not a very strong paint job, but if you're blasting it or sanding it back, it doesn't matter so much. Yeah, like if you know you're gonna have to recover this, prime it, put it in a sealer or something, it doesn't matter so much. But here's the kicker. If I said to you this had a Heritage sticker on the back side, would you believe me? Yeah, it doesn't. That is a, I'm not sure if it's Magnum or M Machine, but there's the sticker right there. It's non-original, and it's just the same as the fender. I know, wing. So yeah, it's M Machine or Mag, whatever the hell it is. But yeah, like I don't know, it looks like it's looks like a Heritage. Everything looks tight, looks good. There is little rough spots here and there, but I think you would have to go and check them over anyway, and you really should anyway. Double check everything before you're finishing off a job. But yeah, it looks great. I can't find fault with it. My favorite purchase, as I showed you guys, was the hinges. I would really be interested to know how easy it would be to cast your own wet sand casting in brass. I'd love to try that because these would look awesome in polished brass. Plus, at £100 for a set of these, oh, dang. So, yeah, gonna be really cool because, like I said, it's gonna all come clear. Gonna find out what I'm up to. So the car did get some stuff done to the car. Not a lot, did get some done. So, ta-da, it's done. Nah. So that's where the hood, just to give you point of reference, because it's not even close to where it's going to be. So, just to show you where the strut tops are to that, to the firewall with the scuttle down to here. You can see in there. The radiators are right there, so I might be able to keep the engine radiator, the condenser. Well, pretty well, it's gonna have to go. I might be able to move it in here, and I'll show you in a second. But I just have to bask in that. It's just gorgeous. I love that grille, very industrial. But that gives you reference to the size for there. So there'll be half of the tire on each side sticking out. So you can use like fender flares or something. But what I was going to show you is in here. So try not to make too much racket. So yeah, battery was there. That's the transmission. It's sort of turned from a Mini because that would be over there, as you guys all know. So it's here. So I could put the radiator up in here on an angle underneath the servo there. There is room if I need to, but I'm hoping I can get away with this in here. Like I said, it's electric. Lose the air conditioning because it's going to be a shop vehicle, so you know, who needs air conditioning? Frilly fancy crap. So yeah, it's getting there. Like, it's a decent little motor. Like, I don't know why no one's ever used it. Like the Toyota engine, I've never seen it done in a Mini. Because it's 1.5, it's 16 valves, so it's got pep. But yeah, I've never seen one put in a Mini, yet let alone like anyone putting a Mini on this carcass. But like I said, when I'm done with it, it'll be the first of its kind. Especially once it gets a mock-up, you'll understand what I mean. It'll be the first. It will get there, honestly. So, anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go because it is getting approximately close to 2 o'clock in the morning, and that's when I do my last check of the night. Go and see the ladies, make sure nobody's in trouble, and then get my ass off to bed. Oh, pardon my French. So I am going to sign off for now, and hope to see you next week with a lot more progress. A lot more. So yeah, tatty bye for now. Night night, buddy. Yeah, night night.